Grand rising, grand rising, beautiful souls. I know I have not been going live as far as the 21 days of wealth attracting habits, but I woke up this morning with something in my soul that's saying go live for the duration of the 21-day journey. People need accountability. They need to hear your voice. They need to know that you're on the other side, on the other end of this journey with them. So that is what I rose to do. Look, I wake up intentionally. I wake up with intentions. I wake up with instructions, and I made a vow to wake up every single day in obedience to where the Most High, where God wants me to be. I ask for Him to always guide my footsteps, right? So today I'm walking with you. Today I'm not just saying, hey, read this chapter of the book. Read this chapter and do it by yourself. That's not what we're doing. So just like I did my 31-day challenge where I came every morning and you guys heard my voice, today is day 7. Today is day 7 of this journey. So we're gonna hop on in. We're gonna hop on in. Tomorrow is day 8, which is phenomenal because we're in the month of August and we had that 8-8 portal. So God know what He's doing with us. He knows what He's doing with me. So this is Mama Tank, and I'm going to do it as I do it always and start off with this inspirational song for us, right? This is day 7 of our 21-day wealth attracting habits journey. And today we stop waiting and we start moving. We start moving. So that's exactly what I'm doing this morning. I'm moving, baby. I'm moving and shaking. And I love it. I love it. Now, before I start this inspirational song, I want to go ahead and do a recap. I've been sharing the flyers across all platforms, but day one of this journey was just to make your wish list. Now, you were supposed to make, well, in the book, it's saying at least 20 of your wildest dreams and put it on that wish list. You make that wish list and you make it as if money was not an issue. If money was not an issue, what 20 things would you use that for? So you're supposed to write a wish list for the actual journey. I asked that you guys do at least 10, right? And then day 2 was turn outgoing money into incoming money. Now, what that meant for day 2 is every time you spend money, which is in our mind outgoing money, you're spending it as if you're actually receiving it. And I have so many testimonies when I started this journey. For instance, when I'm spending, I'm buying gas. Let's say, for instance, you put $65 worth of gas in your tank and you're like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just received another $65. When you go buy a cup of coffee, you spending, I don't know, 5, 7, $8. Thank you. I just received another $8. Me, when I'm paying somebody, I'm saying, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. They may be thinking that I'm thanking them for their service, but I'm thanking them because I'm receiving that money back. So that's a practice, that's a habit that you can do. You can also, every time you spend money, you can, in your mind, picture a ching ching, like, you just received some money in your account. Okay. And then day 3 was wealth affirmations. Wealth affirmations. You guys can go and look in my timeline and find those affirmations, okay? And then day 4 is I want day. Let me go and see what that's actually about. Let me find day 4. Okay, so with day 3, the wealth affirmations are, and I have this written on my mirror, as a matter of fact. I have this written on my mirror in my room. So let's go back to day 3. The wealth affirmations. Money flows to me effortlessly and easily. I have more money coming in than going out. I deserve to have everything I want, including money. Money sticks to me. Plenty of money is my birthright. Okay, so that is day 3, the wealth affirmations. And then day 4, and I really wish that you guys would get the book, either the audio book or the actual hard copy. It comes like the next day if you have Prime. So it's definitely a good book to have in your library, to reflect on, and actually to be your second Bible, right? And then so day 4 is I want day. So, and this was actually from the book The Secret, the I want day. So the more you can train your mind to focus on what you want, the faster your finances will change. So you focus on what you want and what you desire, and you don't focus on what you don't want, because the universe does not know the difference between your wants and you don't want. So I'm just going to put this out there, which I really don't like speaking things over me, but I am, for the sake that I know how to correct it. So if you're like, I don't want to go to work, or I don't like this person, or I hope I don't have a flat tire, or I hope like when you're concentrating on negative things, you will get more negative things. But when you're concentrating on I desire to have an amazing day today. I am going to have, or I want to have an abundant life. I want to, and when you find yourself seeping into negative thoughts or whatever, you just switch it to the polarity, switch it to the opposite, you know, and you have the ability to collapse that timeline and shrink it into what you want, right? You can collapse that and shrink it into what you want. You can snap it and change it in an instant. And then day 5 is your wish is my command. So it's like that genie in the bottle. It was speaking of the genie in the bottle. Anything you think, anything you ask for, it's like that genie in the bottle that says, your wish is my command. But the only thing about this genie is it has an infinite amount of wishes that you can obtain. So be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of what you speak over yourself, be mindful of what you're asking for. Because your environment is actually a picture of what you actually asked for, believe it or not. So change that wish, because the genie in the bottle, which we call the universe, is very generous, and it will give you what your heart desires. Okay, and then day 6 is I believe it. So day 6 is I believe it. Let me see. Believe is all about getting your subconscious mind to believe that you already have what you want. And I speak about walking as if you already have it, talking as if you already have it, being mindful. What would that future self, how would that future self act? How would that future self respond? How would that future self look, right? When you're in your car, pretend like you're in your dream car. Take a deep breath and smell the aroma of your brand new leather seats. Things like that. When you're walking in your home, just envision that you're in the mansion that you deserve to be in. So you have to believe. Believe is all about getting that subconscious mind to believe that you already have what you want, which means you won't think any contradictory thoughts that you don't have it yet. We're walking today as if we have it, because we do. So remember, when you think about something you want, without without thinking the opposite, that you don't have it, that's the quickest way to manifestation. Just simply believing, feeling, smelling, embracing that thought. And then today is day 7, and you will receive. So receive. Once you believe, put it in the chat. What's next? Once you believe, you will receive. So that's today 7. We are on today 7. Receive is actually the third and final step of the creation process. This step is all about being in the feeling good frequency. Because how do you feel when you receive something you really, really, really want? How do you feel? You feel amazing, right? Well, that good feeling is actually an energetic frequency that you are on. And on that feeling good frequency is absolutely everything that makes you feel good, including everything you want to manifest. Remember, feeling good, switching that narrative or that feeling when you feel yourself thinking the opposite of that. So as long as you maintain feeling good, every circumstance and event in your day will continue to make you feel good, which of course includes manifestations of things you want. All right, so let's go ahead and vibe out with this song and get this day started.
Thank you for the ways you keep me unbroken. Turn it into gold in the open. Most high, keeping my spirit wide open. Daylight, clarity, peaceful heart. Grateful for the middle, the end, and the start. Daylight, alchemy. Every micro stress melting in the sun. Grateful for the victory, the spirit won. I walk through my day whole and clean. Protected by the grace that works unseen. Pouring out things like warm oil in my mind. The most I took the day and made it divine. Turn it into gold in the open. Thank you for the ways you keep me unbroken. Turn it into gold in the open. Most high, keeping my spirit wide open. Daylight, clarity, peaceful heart. Grateful for the middle, the end, and the start. Turned it into gold. Pure daylight alchemy. Thank you, Creator. Peace and broad daylight.
As you guys are chiming in, go ahead and drop in the comments where you're chiming in from. This is Mama Tank. All right. I just wanted to give you guys a little song of inspiration, right? That is called Higher Ground. So today we're going to stay on the higher ground. Today we are going to stay on the higher ground for day 7. Let me go back here. We are going to do that. Once you, and when, because we're going to walk today with intention, right? And you will receive. Just be on that higher vibration. Find the music that makes you stay on the higher vibration. If you have to, wear your headphones all day and stay on that higher vibration, right? So now that we went over the days and we're all caught up to day 7, let's talk about the 21-day wealth attracting habits journey. And today we stop waiting and we start moving as if you already have it. There comes a point when another book, another video, another conversation, or another plan is it's not what you need, right? You need action. So today, I as I explained when I first started this video, today I woke up with action. Because a dream without action, it just remains a dream. So today's lesson is all about intentional action, not frantic action, not doing everything at once, not trying to prove yourself. It's about intentional action. One decision, one step, one phone call, one application, one conversation, one financial move, one business decision, just small steps. Small steps become momentum. But these steps that we're taking today and every day moving forward are intentional steps, as if we already have it, as if we already have it. And I want to say something about the no's that you may receive. That's okay because it's bringing you closer to a yes. You see, the universe and God is doing for us what we cannot do for ourselves, and that's moving the people, places, and things that does not serve your highest purpose, your highest self, or your highest power. So just be grateful and say thank you every time if you, because you will, get those no's, get those rejections and disappointments and, stuff like that. Just be grateful and say thank you. Thank you. God is working in my favor, and be grateful for that. Put that on your gratitude list. I'm grateful that I was declined this offer because that's getting me closer to the door that I'm meant to be in or at, right? That's getting me prepared for the seat that I'm prepared to sit in. Because if you sit in a little seat, that's blocking the bigger seat that you're intended to be in, right? So be grateful for that. Be grateful because, oh man, your future is waiting on you. Your future is already here. Remember, walk like you already have it. Period, point blank. And about this momentum becomes consistency, and consistency changes your life. And let me tell you something. I've learned through my own journey, right? I've learned that you don't have to have the whole excuse me, you don't have to have the whole staircase figured out. You just have to be willing to take the next step in order to get to the top. That is what this wealth journey is all about. We aren't simply reading Countdown to Riches. We're taking the principles and asking ourselves, how can I actually apply this to my life? I've experienced transformation in so many areas in my own life, and during my live streams, I'll be sharing more of my testimonies and what these principles have personally awakened in me. I told you when I started these principles, I just got over $77,000 worth of student loan debt wiped out, cleared, gone, right? Yesterday, for instance, I work in an office. I got a text from the owner of the office saying I left $200 in the copy machine. I wasn't expecting that. He's out on the business trip, and that was for me. For me, people are opening doors for me. When I go to the grocery store, I have the best parking spot ever, right? It's the things that we sometimes take for granted. People stop me in the store saying, I love your style. You are so beautiful. And I'm like, thank you. It's just things like that. And I am receiving and receiving and receiving blessings upon blessings upon blessings because I'm walking. I am walking in that moment as if I already am, because I am, and as if I already have it, because I do, right? So today I want you to identify one goal you've been putting off and just choose one action you could take today. Take that action before the day is over. But the thing that works is you're taking the action as if you already have it, as if you've already closed that deal. That is called being in the fourth dimension. And that's walking as if you already have it. And we'll go into that. I actually want to give a class to you guys for free online. I teach this to my mentees about the 3D, 4D, 5D. The 3D is what we're living in right now, right? And I don't want to go too deep into it, but the 3D is what we're living right now. When you wake up and you're like, you're bringing yesterday into today. That's the 3D, this physical world that we're in right now, right? Where the 3D exposes problems, past issues, trauma, drama, and so on and so forth. The 4D, the 4D is where you have the solutions, right? The solutions. So or they're already resolved, right? So you're walking as if things have already been resolved, fixed, done. That's the 4D. Nothing bothers you because your higher self doesn't even think and worry about that type of stuff. So I'm just going to leave it right there at the 4D. So I just wanted you to understand you're walking in the 4D, and the 4D, it's already done. You already have it. You're walking and you're talking as if you already are. So don't wait for a perfect conditions. Move now. Your future self is counting on your future self is counting on the decisions that you make today. So I have a question for y'all today. This is day 7 question, and I want you to drop it in the comments. What is one intentional action that you're taking today towards the life, the wealth, the business, or legacy that you say you want? Drop I'm moving with in the comments if you're taking that step with me for this 21-day habit. One transformed relationship with wealth is a movement, not a monument. It's a marathon, not a race. This is Kimberly, Mama Tank Connor with Birth the Nation Network, LLC, baby. All right, so I just wanted to hop on here live and be obedient to the Most High, be obedient to God, and let you guys hear my voice, let you guys feel my spirit, and let's move together because united we stand, divided we fall, but not on my watch. We are no longer divided, we are united. We are no longer alone. We have a community, we have a tribe. We have health. Our health is abundant, amazing. I feel amazing. You feel amazing, right? Be intentional. Watch what you speak over yourself today, and don't let anybody speak anything you don't agree with over you. I mean, we can't control what other people say and do. You just simply in your head say, I'm not in agreement with that, or that is not my portion. And when you do that mentally, you don't absorb it, right? Just say that's not my portion. I don't agree. I'm not I'm not in agreement, or that's not my portion. And what that do, that's like that song that we used to sing in school. Um thing. It's like I can't even remember. I don't even, but it was something like whatever you say, bounce off me and stick on you. Oh, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say, bounce off me and stick on you. Right? It's been a long time since I've been to school, elementary for that matter. But yeah, so that's what it is. That's what it is. It came to me. So yeah, so when somebody says something you don't agree with, or that's not your portion, you just in your mind, you don't have to say it out loud because that will create an argument or some long drawn out situation where you have to explain. Just let them be them and just say in your mind, I'm not in agreement. Or you could say, that's not my portion. That's not my portion. Because everybody is not on the frequency that we're on, and that's okay. I've spent so much time, wasted time. Well, I won't say wasted because it taught me a lot about myself, trying to correct others trying to get them to understand me, trying to get us to be on one accord and be kumbaya, my Lord. And sometimes you just have to let people be themselves. They're on their own journey and love them anyway. And love them anyway. As painful as it may be, we want everybody to experience the good things that we are experiencing. You know, we want them to understand us so we can have them around us. And sometimes it's okay to take a step back and let them do what they do. And you continue to rise, Queen. You continue to rise, King. God, goddesses. Stay on your path. Stay on your path and continue to evolve. I love each and every one of you. Signing off on this Saturday. Let's step in to today with pure intentions of being the highest of the highest self that you are meant to be. I love you guys. Until tomorrow, I'll talk to you soon.